Hey, hi friends, how are you today? Once again, welcome back to my channel. I have not been able to give videos for some time now, but yes, here I am with one more video. So, without any further delay, let's begin. So today's topic is going to be about health and care visa. So we have a lot of interest about what is the health and care visa, and we do have a lot of content as I mentioned earlier. But again, there are confusion, there are questions, and there have been a lot of scams around this visa. So what is it all about, right? So let's try to unpack and understand some of the eligibility criterias, who qualifies for it, what are the types of jobs that you can apply using this category, or I shall say like a subcategory of this visa, right? So let's move on. So trying to understand in terms of the health and care visa, it's not a specific category. It is more about like it's a skilled worker visa, but there are very specific number of job codes which fall under this specific health and care visa category. Now, one of the biggest benefits that you get from this visa is you do not have to pay the immigration health surcharge, so which is like a significant amount for all of these skilled worker visa categories or any other job titles that you apply using that particular visa.
So as we see here, so this is the requirement, and let's also quickly move around the English language requirement. So if we can go to this knowledge of English option, just go here, and yes, we see that we need like an English language requirement, so we have to either pass a test from the approved provider, so IELTS would be one of them, and then if we belong to these countries, we would not be needing an English language test. Also, if you are a doctor or a nurse and have provided a regulatory body certification, then you might not need an English language test as well, but otherwise it is a mandatory requirement. Okay, next we come to the salary requirements. So if you see that these are the codes where you will have a very specific salary, which also has the care worker and home care and the senior care workers visa. So that is something that is needed, but otherwise this is the minimum salary that you should get, which is £26,200, and then let's see. So we will also go and check the going rates for the previous jobs that we saw, specifically the health and care visa. So we'll just quickly check that in a while, and also there are certain exceptions to that going rate. So you can be paid less if you are in a shortage occupation. Some of these jobs are also in shortage occupation, and if you are like under 26 or a recent graduate or a professions training, or you have a STEM or a PhD qualification that is relevant to your job. So remember, it has to be relevant. It doesn't mean that you can have any other PhD. So all of these situations will mean that you can be paid less than the going rate or the minimum salary that is mentioned. So just go through these scenarios. I will definitely put the link here, and also we will take a look into what are the going rates once again. And yes, this is again like a scenario where you can have a PhD qualification, and what does that mean, or you may have a postdoctoral qualification, and what does that imply for your salary. So that is about this, and like we mentioned, we are going to view this going rate for care worker and home carers. So there is no going rate, but it clearly mentioned that you must be getting at least £20,960 per year or £10.75 per hour. For the senior care workers, it's less, and just keep in mind. Okay, coming to the cost, so it's like 247 up to 3 years and 479 if you are applying for more than. Okay, so this application process is almost similar to our skilled worker visa, but just in case of these questions we have to be carefully answering them. So this is about the criminal records check. So most of the health and care visa job categories, you will have to answer it as yes and not no. And again, the next question is about the overseas criminal record check, so you have to answer it yes for most of the jobs. Once again, this is a very specific question regarding health and care visa, so for this one also you have to answer as yes and not no. Once again, this is a clip from my previous job application, so I'm clicking as no, but all of these questions have to be answered as yes if you are applying for the health and care visa. So this is a question, again, it's very specific to the midwife, and for that, if you are applying for a midwife, then answer it as yes, otherwise no. Similar for the next question as well. And if your job is in shortage occupation, most of these jobs are, then you again have to apply or answer it as yes. So you can see the shortage occupation list. I will provide the link as well, and that's it. And then answer it whether you're getting a course for 3 years or more than 3 years, whether you need an ATAS approval, which is needed for some of the jobs. So just answer it in the relevant scenario, whatever is applied to your case, and any other additional information that is required, please answer that accordingly. So I'm not showing you like an end-to-end process, because that is very similar to the other video that I have, which I will put a link here on top so that you can go through it. Thank you. Okay, so this is like another guidance that we have from the uk.gov. I would put the link as well. So this clearly mentioned which are the roles or job categories that would need like a criminal record certificate or a police certificate, whatever is called in your specific country. So all of these job categories does have like a requirement for a police clearance certificate, and there are like very specific guidelines of how to obtain it, what is the process. So I'm not going in deep into this. Please put a comment that if you need this requirement.
So you saw that this is the exact process, these are the criteria and eligibility for applying to this visa. So once again, that's pretty much all of the information that I wanted to give. Now please keep in mind that there is a lot of scam that is happening with this particular health and care visa. You cannot really apply to a job, or you cannot get employed by an organization who doesn't have a sponsorship license. You cannot get a job without your English language. So if any agency tells you that there is no English language requirement, that's absolutely wrong. You must be having an English language, be it through your educational degree qualification or through an English language test that you have to give. It cannot really you cannot skip that requirement. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. Please make sure that the agency or the organization that is applying your sponsorship or the job role is relevant to what you expect. You can cross-check the sponsorship license itself from the UK gov.uk site. So I will be putting the links for that site in the video, and please make sure that you do not fall in any trap. And if you have any questions or any other doubts or queries, please comment in the channel on the video, and I will be very happy to help you out. So that's all for today. Thank you so much. We will meet again in one of the next videos, and take care. Bye bye.